Hi everyone, this is James with REVO. Today I'm going to showcase how you configure driver dynamic pricing. So this capability within the REVO driver app allows drivers to set prices according to their market. And on the right side, you see the driver app. You can go into the driver app and see how to get to the dynamic pricing. So you can just go here and then it defaults to your current class. So if you had a different class, you can set since I'm entitled to Express, I'm Lux. You can also set the Express parameters as well, but it's the default would be your current class, and that's the current active pricing. So keep that in mind when you want to switch to different car classes that you want to uh, set the activation for. You just go in here, set that, and make that active. And now you've made that your active pricing for that class. If you want to change it back to Lux and make that active, now it's active on that pricing. As you can see here, we also have the ability to go in and set the surge and set that accordingly. So if you want to increase the parameters to, let's say, 25% because it's a high, maybe a high demand time period, maybe you can set those surge values and you'll see how the estimated earnings as well as the fare changes as well. So let me take that off for now. Actually, turn it off. So also we want to showcase the ability to test rates. So if you ever wanted to see how much you would earn based on your locations that you've driven for. So in this case, let's say we wanted to go to from you're from here at an airport and then you wanted to go to a restaurant and then kind of understand where that timeline is. And there's Twisted Tuna. And so now you can see that the estimated earnings for this trip would be $35 and change. So if I go to the setup rate, it transfers over and you can see all that based on your parameters. If I wanted to increase my earnings, you just go in and increase it accordingly. You can see the values change why I increase my parameters for the fare, minutes, and per miles. So let's put this in action and compare and contrast this with, let's say, the Uber app. So on the left side here, we have the Uber app. I'm going to do the same location. And let's see. For Lux, we compare that to Comfort. So that's what Comfort is. So we're at $50 there. And you can see I'm a little above and beyond that from the same trip. I'm about $5 over. So if you wanted to lower your price, be competitive, maybe be 20% lower than Uber. Let's say you want to make this to be like $45 instead of the $50. You can easily decrease your settings. So now, in order to do that, if you really want to see what Uber charges for each individual mile, for minute, you can click on this little information link here, and we'll do that right now. And you can see the fare breakdown. So if you literally copy it and paste, you can literally go in and say, well, I'm going to lower my value. You can see my fare is going lower. So I wanted to lower that to, let's say, $3.25. And then my per mile, per minute, they're charging 29 cents. I'm charging a little higher there. So maybe I want to make mine comparable. You can see I significantly lowered that. I'm getting competitive right now. So now I got miles 104. Let's say I want to do $1. Now I'm right within that range. I can increase this a little bit just to be right at the same mark. And now I see my earnings, and this is what the fare would be to the rider. So I update that, and now I can go into the rider app and see that reflective. So let's go into the rider app here and do the same. Let's schedule a ride, and I'm going to pick my driver, and there's my rate. So you're probably wondering, why is this higher than the estimated fare here? It's because we do pre-charge an extra 20% to accommodate the for tipping and for tolls and so forth. But it always get adjusted to the actual fare. So you can see that I can see the breakdown, and it's exactly what I would compare this to: 1383, 104, 29 cents. So we're right at the mark. Now you can see this is very dynamic. So if I go in and lower this even more, let's just lower this even more to see if we get the new price. So right now it's at 39. So let's go and refresh. I'm going to update. Now this should be lower because I lowered my rate. I'll just do a refresh, which is this little button here. And I lowered my price, $34 now. So this is a great example of being able to tie your pricing to the market. You have full control over your pricing. And so hopefully this will allow you to change your pricing according to your market. So thank you very much.